back to the channel, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Bobiddle. Oh, that is not Bobiddle. That is definitely a tree. You are stuck with me, Ben Barber. We are down here once again in the Murfreesboro area with our friends Auto Collection of Murfreesboro. Their info is on the screen and or in description. Folks, these guys take care of us. We really love working with them. They are constantly supplying us vehicles like this one you're looking at right here. So do us the favor and hit them up. Check out their website. Buy a car from them. They actually have a service bay or a service area as well. So yeah, holler at them and let's do our thing. All right, folks, what you're looking at is a 2016 Mustang Gt350. I guess Shelby. I guess gonna throw that Shelby name in there. That's right there, hanging off the front clip, valance, whatever you want to call that. It's not an R, it is just a Gt350. If you aren't familiar with these things have just over 500 horsepower and they scream up to like 8,200 RPM. So like imagine the revs of a Honda Civic and it's a V8. So this thing just screams and screams and screams all the way up. Pretty hilarious. So if you hear one of them loud Mustangs and you're like, man, that is a never-ending rev, it is probably a Gt350. Couple cool things. We've done these cars before, so I'm not gonna go too crazy on descriptions. If y'all want to know more information about Mustang G350s, then I'm gonna give you, go ahead and hop on the internet and start Googling. You'll find plenty of the statistical analyses that you're looking for. This vehicle is a track package, so it does come with some better brakes and a little bit more aero, as you kind of see, and we'll get through that and a couple other things on the inside. But a couple things I want to point out. This cool little movement that they did here in the metal, right, going in, really kind of looks cool. It's created what looks like a slit in the chassis almost, which is really kind of cool. I also really like the look of these two body lines going straight down the middle of the car, along with the, you know, the side skirt that's added for this track pack. These aren't the carbon wheels, they're just blacked out, but I like them. They got a really good look. And then the brakes are the track brakes, so they are upgraded. I believe they're still steel brakes, but they are upgraded as compared to stock. These Shelbys are really nice vehicles, folks. If you hadn't had a chance to drive one, I would strongly recommend it. They are fun to drive. All right, well, let's do what we normally do. Here's the key. It's got the nice Cobra on the side. Pop that twice. We'll check out this little duckbill of a wing. I like it, but I don't like it. It's all right. It looks like part of it was just kind of extended on here with bolts. I don't really like when they have bolts just hanging out, but it's just me. Some people like that stuff. All right, make our way in. As you can see, there is not very much room inside this trunk. Part of that is because you have these two bars coming from the back seat. And as we will learn here in a moment, there actually is no back seat. They have put a roll cage up in here, folks. So there's your space. That's how much room is inside here. I think what I'm going to do here first is get some revs for you guys. And that's going to be kind of hard to accomplish here. Because getting in and out of this car is pretty hilarious. So I'm going to leave y'all back here looking by the exhaust, and I'll hop in here. This car has been warmed up. That grunting noise you just heard is these seats. The seats are pretty crazy. All right, we are in neutral. Just gonna give them a couple revs. This is up to 4,000 or 5,000 RPM. It goes up to 80 something hundred. All right, that was 5,500. So I'm sure y'all can imagine how exciting this thing does get. So you get up in the revs. I'm in a park where I'd sit here and blast this thing back and forth off the rev limiter, but we ain't gonna do that. We don't want to upset nobody. All right, door cards. Quite possibly the cheapest, most basic door card in the game. Pretty tough scenario for sure. As far as the look of this. So here's the Here's the GT350 seat. Really, I mean, it's a Recaro. This is totally a racing seat, you know, which, if you're not familiar with bolstering, this will dig into you. These are pretty firm. It'll dig into you. It's nothing crazy, but man, as far as like crazy firmness goes, I mean, it's not a racing bucket. It looks like a racing bucket, but it has enough padding to keep you comfortable. As you can see, there is a roll cage. Now, no back seats, roll cage only in the back seat area, which is kind of interesting. I do like it. That definitely makes this part, you know, definitely makes this the track pack, right? As you kind of move inside here, there's nothing too grandiose, I guess. The only thing I notice, and I'm going to climb in here and show you guys, bear with me as I make my way in. So the only thing I noticed right off the bat, so see those lights right here? That's your red line. This thing screams so loud that you really need that head. It's just one of those things, you need that extra help to know when you're getting close to the red line. Because look at this, look how far the rev range goes. Really, really, really crazy. Very basic interior. The other Mustangs have a bunch of stuff going on here that they kind of got the switches and stuff. This is kind of, they've just kind of made it very basic. You got launch control here, you got traction control off here. On the steering wheel, you've got your suspension that you can choose between normal and sport, and then the steering, you can go from normal, sport, comfort. Drive modes, you've got sport, and you heard the exhaust open up there. Sorry, I'm gonna try and make, so it gets even louder. Is basically, it's got winter weather mode, it's got track mode where the exhaust opens back up, you got drag strip mode, which you can then use launch control. So anyway, so it's all very basic. Shuffling through all the goodies is very simple. It's just like this dash. It's kind of, it's all very simple, nothing over the top. The stereo is good. Here's your chassis number. If you can kind of zero in on that, it won't really focus. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. I like the pedals, the clutch feel, everything about this. There's your pedals. Everything about this thing just feels good. I'll go ahead and cut this other mic off. The drivability on this thing is really good. It's not as, I mean, it's a firm feel, but overall, it drives really well. So there's your Ford Performance information there. And here's the motor. All up in there. I believe this is aftermarket. I'm not positive about that. That aids in cooling. And if this is the track pack, maybe that comes with it. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I'm not always completely full of all the information that everybody wants me to be full of. But, you know, that's because we have very short periods of time with the vehicles. I never really know what I'm getting until I show up and I'm in it. So there she is. 2016 GT350 with the track pack, which again, better brakes, a little bit more aero, the harness in the back. We'll go ahead and show you guys this side of the vehicle while we're at it. Door cards, again, pretty cheap. I didn't notice this, but it does have this nice, probably fake Alcantara. Nice. Don't know if that's on this side or that side, but anyways, there you go. There's your cool little GT350 badge, and it looks like the plastic has still not been pulled on this. Yep, that's the original plastic on there, so I'll probably rip it off at some point. Again, with the seat, very, very well bolstered, and plenty of room. That's kind of the other thing I want to make sure y'all know. I'm a bigger dude. There's plenty of room in these Mustangs for bigger folks. So Yeah, pretty amazing. Well, all right, folks, that's about all I have for you. If you're interested in this vehicle or one like it, our friends at Auto Collection of Murfreesboro have this sitting in stock. Please be sure to hit them up, whether it's for this or any of your driving vehicle needs. They even have RVs and stuff over there now too, which is pretty cool. So for my man Bo Biddle, again, he is not that tree. I am Ben Barber. We'll see you guys in the next video.